Yes. Okay. I'm sharing my screen. Please let me know once you're able to see my screen. Okay. Tomorrow onwards, not much theory in my class. Mostly, I will go with completely practical only. Okay. Just this. This is important. That's why I have given that theory part and all yesterday. Okay. Just I will tell today what is RDBMS. We are having DBMS and all, but separately why we are calling the RDBMS. Okay. See, can anybody tell me what is database? It's a collection of objects. Objects means it can be anything like a tables, views. Okay, all database objects we can say uh, means collection of if you want to make group as a single group, okay, or its particular department, okay, then you have to create the schemas and inside the databases you will maintain the separately all the things and all. Okay, so till yesterday's class, anybody have any doubts? How database management system will work, what all the components will be there inside that one. It's not required that much, just you have to habituate the terminologies. That's why I told you. Okay. Next, RDBMS. Already we are having database management system, we are having so many database management system, okay, like Hive, Snowflake, so many things are there. But still, why we are choosing the RDBMS? Why? For us required relational data. Okay, we can do this with DBMS. We can create the relationships or not, doesn't matter. Okay, that we can do with that one. How we can do? Just there is integrity constraints and all. So by using that integrity constraint, we can create the relationships and all. Okay, so how we can create and all that we can see in the integration topic. Okay, so when we will call the DBMS as a relational database management system. Okay, so for that actually that should support few properties. That is, we can say ACID properties. This is very important in interviews also. Definitely, sometimes people will ask whoever going as a Oracle developer. That person definitely they might ask that questions. What is ACID properties? Why Oracle will call as a RDBMS? Okay, why can't you call other databases as a RDBMSs? Okay, so actually that database management system should satisfy these properties. If it is satisfy the ACID properties, then we can say RDBMS. What is ACID? Atomicity. Okay, atomicity means let's assume see, whenever you are doing anything on the Oracle side or any database side, just you should assume one organization. Okay, how internally business will work. Okay, how they are getting the data daily, how they are inserting the records, how they are manipulating the records. So that imagination should be there in your mind. Okay, then only you can able to understand very well all the database objects, topics and all. Otherwise it will be very difficult. Okay, you yourself you have to assume that a business organization how it will be. Okay, I will try to explain with the three topics all the times. One is just like one digital website, okay, digital marketing website, that is the Amazon or something like that, or banking website like that, okay, or educational website like that. Okay, I will explain with these three examples, okay, regularly. Okay, let's take for understanding the asset properties. Okay, let's assume you are going for the bank. Okay, you are depositing amount. Okay, let's assume so many people are there in the bank, they are doing the transactions. Okay, there will be some single window operations will be there in multiple single window operations will be there. So all the people are taking the deposits, and some people are giving the with means who people are withdrawing, means they are giving the money to the people. Okay, means what? See, if something went wrong, okay, okay, at the time of while depositing or server side issue or some technical, due to some technical issue, something went wrong. Okay, what will happen? Either your money should deposit in the account, or it can be, it should not happen. That's what we should have, right? If something went wrong in after depositing the amount, so what will happen? The customer may get lose, Otherwise, while withdrawing something, okay, something happen for the system or server side means what will happen? That will be a problem for the bank. Okay, so what does mean? Finally, what we are telling here is either transaction should complete or it can be cancelled. Okay, otherwise it should not be partial. That's what I'm telling. Okay, atomicity means either transaction should complete or it can be withdraw, means the transaction should cancel. That's what needs to happen in the bank. Otherwise it will be lost for any of the people, any of the customer or a bank, something. Okay, so either all or none of the transaction should happen at the doing the at the time of doing the transactions. Okay, these things atomicity property will execute by using, there is some DCL commands, TCL commands, rollback and commit. With that one it will be happen. Rollback will be used for the canceling the previous transactions. Okay, canceling the previous transaction means it will delete. Okay, whatever you have done previously. Actually, whenever you are doing the transactions, Oracle side how it will happen? Na? Every user there will be some buffer memory. Okay, your transactions will whenever you are doing the operations on particular table, it will fetch the records from the main permanent disk, and it will be temporarily it will be stored in the temporarily it will be stored in the buffer memory. Okay, it will be copied to the buffer memory. There only your transactions will happen. Okay, transactions means here DML operations. Okay, what will your what and all DML operations I will let you know. Okay, once this topic completes. So there only it will happen. So either if something happen at the server end or something means your buffer memory transactions only will get cancelled, but your permanent storage will not get affect with your current transactions. Okay, so if you want to save your transactions to the permanent database means you have to go with the commit. If you want to cancel the your previous transactions in the buffer memory whatever you are having, for that you have to go with the rollback. Okay, I will explain later once again this topic. Okay, just for your understanding what is atomicity, what is consistency, I'm telling here. Okay, consistency means let's assume you are inserting the data, you are doing some transactions. So what is there before doing the transactions? Let's assume you are inserting the 100 records now. Okay, let's assume you are having some 1000 records previously in your table. Okay, before transactions, okay, whatever you are having after transactions also same thing should be there for the previous data. It should not affect with your current transactions. Maybe that will affect with your delete and your update operations and all, that will be different case, but you should not impact on other transactions. Okay, that is called consistency. Okay, normally by default every database will work will satisfy this consistency property and all, but all RDBMS should follow this properties. Some databases may not follow that one. Okay, if parallelly the people are using the like Teradata things and all there, right? So if people are using continuously databases means the for each and every node will work separately, but Oracle not like that. It will be used centralized storage actually. So if you are doing parallelly means your transactions may get not affect in directly when you are doing the transactions and all. For that there will be some mechanism. Just you can remember what is consistency. Before transactions whatever is there, same thing should be there after transaction also. Okay, next, isolation. Every transactions will maintain individually. Okay, let's assume you are doing transactions, you went bank and you are depositing some amount. Okay, so while doing the transaction, while depositing amount or while withdrawing the amount, while you are updating the your contact details and all, so only your record only get affected, but it should not impact other users. Okay, with this one other user should not impact. Okay, let's assume your account details is using by your employee. Okay, means to who is your doing the service for you, that employee is using. Let's assume same data. Okay, same employee account information data is using by some other team. Okay, like to generate the reports and all what are all the transactions done today. Okay, with that one it should not impact. Okay, So for that, every transaction should maintain individually. How we can maintain the things and all, we'll see in the last topic and all. Okay, there is some topics are there to satisfy these properties specifically. In that, you can able to understand that what is exactly how you can maintain the individual things and all. Okay, and the transactions cannot be overlapped. Okay, say I told, right, you are doing some transaction, other people are doing some transactions. Due to that your multiple transactions, your data should not get affected. Okay, it should not overlap. Okay, if you are running that one means you should be means yes, same data some other people are using means there will be chance of getting occurrence of deadlocks and all. Okay, deadlocks means let's assume you are locking the table, I am locking the table. Due to that one, nobody can able to do the DML operations and all. So that type of situation should not occur. So how we can maintain the things and all. Okay, for that actually there is a logs. Okay, for the row level log or table level log, that there are so many things are there. With that, with how individually how it will perform, we can see in the there in the logs topic. Okay, next, durability. Durability means when if you are doing the transactions means your transaction should save permanently in your hard disk. Hard disk means your permanent storage. Okay, it can be server or it can be personal system, whatever it may be, but it will be saved permanently. How it will work? By using commit option. Okay, if you are doing the commit, your changes will be permanent. Otherwise, the changes will not reflected in your permanent storage. Just you are doing just remember all the times if you are doing the DML operations, your changes will be applicable in only buffer memory. Whenever you are doing the commit, then only it will reflect in your permanent storage. Okay, let's assume two users are using. Okay, if you are doing the if you are using the same table, EMP table, if you are doing some updation or something, okay, other user cannot able to access whatever you are doing the updation operation and all. When he can able to, other session people can able to access that one. When you are committing the data means whenever you are saving the data permanently, then only he can able to access. Otherwise, other person cannot able to access in the other same organization. Okay, that is called durability. Anybody have any doubts in the introduction topic? What is database? What is RDBMS? What is architecture? In architecture, any issues? Okay, any questions, guys? Everybody is clear, right? Okay, just for your understanding purpose, I told this topic. Okay, just you can remember EF got introduced in the RDBMS and Oracle. Okay, there are so many objects are there that we can see. Okay, how we can make the relationship, how we can operate the data. Okay, how we can ingest the data into the things. Okay, there are so many things are there. Here, just I have mentioned only three. There is a specific rules to satisfy the RDBMS and all. Mainly that properties should satisfy this one, and rules are so many things are there. Okay, that you can read in your book. Okay, Google it and you can easily come to know that one. Let's enter into the SQL topic. Okay, to operate the data, okay, to operate your database, you should be having some language. Okay, you should be having some communication channel, how you can communicate with the data. So you should have some input and the system should understand that your input. Okay, how you can do that one. Okay, for that actually there is a different types of commands are there, that is by using SQL means structured query language. Okay, you are working if you are using Oracle or RDBMS or DBMS means you will be working with structured means you should be having some language. Okay, what is that? Structured query language. Okay, maybe that syntaxes may get differ from one database to another, but mostly it will be same and topics will be same. Only specific features, okay, only particular to the Oracle, particular to the SQL server, particular to the Teradata. Okay, that and all will get changed. Maybe syntax will get changed, but actual concept will be same for all the databases. Okay, to communicate with the database, how you can go with me, you will go, you have to use the SQL commands. Okay, to create the database objects, to operate the database object physical existence. Okay, structure, if you want to make a structure, if you want to change the structure, or if you want to drop the structure. Structure means it can be any object. Okay, if you I open this one, means here you can able to see so many objects. Okay, under your database. Okay, you will be having tables, views, okay, indexes, packages, like that, any object. Okay, you can operate that one. Okay, how with the DDL operation, there is operations called create. Create means by names, by seeing this name itself we can come to know what create will do. Create means it will create the object, any object. Object means it can be user, it can be table, it can be view, material view, procedure, function, anything. Okay, we can do with the create. Okay, alter, if you want to change the existing physical structure. Physical structure means here what are all the columns are there, what are all the data types are there, what are all the default values are there, what are all the constraints are there. Okay, any partition. Okay, any physical existence, if you want to modify, you have to go with the alter command. Okay, next, drop. Drop means if you want to remove the object from your original database permanently, then you have to go with the drop command. Okay, truncate. Truncate is specific to the table. It won't applicable for other objects. Okay, if you want to remove the entire data except your structure. Okay, drop will remove the your object. If you are dropping the table means your entire table will get dropped, even your physical structure will not be existence. But if you are doing the truncate, just you are removing the data inside your table. Okay, that's what the difference. Anyway, we'll cover again once again after completion of delete, truncate and all. Next, rename. If you want to rename your object, okay, then you can go with the rename. Okay, these are all the DDL commands we are having in SQL. Same thing will be there in all the databases. Okay, next, DML. See, if you are having table means you should be enter some data, you should, it should store some data, right? How you can do that one? So you should be what are all the operations you can able to perform to do the after storing the data. You can insert. If you are adding the records means you are inserting the records into the table. Okay, and update. Okay, if you want to update existing records, you can go with the update. If you want to delete particular transactional details, or if you want to delete some records, okay, you can go with the delete records. Next, these are all the DML commands, means data manipulation language, we can say. Okay, commands are, these are all the commands. Okay, next, DQL. DQL or DRL. Okay, DQL means data query language or data retrieval language. We can say anything. We are having one command to select the data. Okay, if you want to see the data, if you want to generate the reports, okay, you have to use the select statement. Okay, if you want to select a particular data, you have to add additional, you have to use some filters by using where classes and all. Okay, there are so many things are there. Your entire your life you will be working with select statement only, mostly 90% of work on any database. Okay, with the select statement only. Next, commit and rollback. Already just now I have explained, right? This how internally it will work. If you are doing any DML operations means it will be work in the your buffer memory, your original database object, whatever data containing in the permanent storage, it will be copying to the your buffer memory. There it will do the transactions and all. Once you are commit, then only it will be applicable to the it will be applied in the permanent storage. Till the time your changes will be there in your buffer memory. Okay, if you want to cancel that one buffer memory transactions, you have to go with rollback. Okay, next, DCL commands. Okay, what is DCL? DCL means data control language. TCL means transactional control. DCL means data control. Okay, see, based upon your hierarchy. Okay, let's assume you can take any organization. Okay, education organization means correspondent having some rights, principal is having some rights, department heads are having some rights. Next, Under that there will be some lecturer professors are having some rights, lecturers are having some rights. Okay, like the how you can define the rights, roles and responsibilities. Okay, so everything you can define at by using grant and revoke commands. Okay, that we can see later once we completely dig into the topics. Okay, anybody have any doubts? You have to by heart it. What are all the SQL commands? What is DDL? What are all the commands? What is DML? What are all the commands? Like that, you have to by heart it. Okay, guys, are you understanding? Yeah, thank you. Yes, okay. Next, see if you are creating the table or if you are creating any object, okay, you should be restrict your column values. You should be restrict your values as a one data type. How you can restrict? Okay, you have to pass the specific data type. Let's assume you can define everything as a string data type. For that, you can give any number or varchar or any special characters it will allow. Okay, I want to create employee IDs. Let's assume your employee in your organization employee ID is number. Okay, if you want to restrict, okay, if you are giving characters means while entering the characters, if that employee ID column has a character means it will allow the special characters or alphabets and all. But that is not the right way, right? So how you can restrict? Just you are defining the table at the time of table creation. You have to restrict the data type, that column data type as a number. Okay, there are different data types are there in the Oracle. That is one is number type, character type, data type, binary data type. Okay, so by restricting the data type, you can control the input values. Okay, by restricting the data types, you can control your input values. Otherwise, it can accept anything. That's it's kind of again the flat files only, right? So everything will treat as a character and it will allow to the insertion. So how you will restrict? So by creating the data types. So there are different data types: number with precision and scale, and integer. If you want to give complete number, okay, complete integer value, you can specify as a int, and number you can specify, and character. Okay, there are different types of characters are there. Character data types: char, varchar, celob, long data types. Character means if you are specifying the any size, okay, it will allow any characters. Okay, in keyboard whatever you are having, any character it will allow, special characters, anything. Okay, there is two data types are there similar to the char and varchar. Varchar means varying the character length. Okay, that name itself indicates varying the character length. If you are specifying the characters, okay, let me show you how it internally. Okay, this is character data type, this is where character data type. Okay, let's assume you are defining the character of 4. Okay, means it will allow 4 characters only. Even same thing you can define as a varchar 2 also. Varchar 2 of 4. Okay, what it will do now, let's assume you are inserting the ABC to the character data type. What will happen? A will be come here. Okay, first character, and next B will come here, next C will come here. But this will be wasted if you are using the character data type. But in case of if you are using the varchar means, it will occupy only 3 characters. This thing will be given to the other variable, other data types. It will pass to the means it will save the memory. Okay, if you are giving the, it will allow maximum length. It won't allow more than 4 characters. But if you are not giving uh, expected values to the particular field means that it won't waste the memory. It will give this memory to the other variables to store the other variables. That's what the difference between char and varchar. Clob means character long objects. Okay, that we can see later. That is mainly for the if you are using the more than 4,000 characters, 5,000 characters means then you will go with the long and clob characters. That actual difference is you will get the length of the value. Okay, this will allow till 4 kb or 4 MB, I guess now. In newer versions of Oracle, we are having 4 MB. This one CLOB maybe I think 2 GB is there for this one. Okay, version to version it will get changed. Okay, that's no need to worry. But there are supporting the these are all the character data types. Okay, next date data type. If you want to store the date data type or timestamps, okay, how you can store means by using date data type. Next, binary data types. Binary data types means if you want to store the images or videos, any multimedia things, okay, normally you have to use the blob. The Oracle will allow to store the data, but you cannot do the DML operations on that one. DML means it will allow insert, but it cannot do the update and all. Okay, you cannot extract the things, you cannot do the transformations. Okay, I will explain what is transformations and all, but still it will allow to store the data and all below. Okay, these are all the data types. Next, we'll start the actual practical session. Okay, how you can create the users and all we'll see in the user topic. Okay, already I'm having the user. This, yeah. Till now, anybody have any doubts? Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no. Till Yeah, you can just go to YouTube and you can search means any of the you can download any Oracle and all. Okay, you can install in your system, or you can do one thing. If you want, if you don't want to install anything, directly you can go to Oracle Live. Okay, Oracle Live SQL. Here you can create one account. Okay, you can do practice, but it is session oriented. It is free, no issue. Okay, Oracle Live SQL. Okay. If you want to manage your objects for your practice and all this, you can install in your system. Okay, or you can create any snowflake account or something. Just you can do your practice. You can do the you can create the tables, objects, everything. You can do the DML operations on top of that. Okay, nowadays it's very easy, right, to operate the things and all. No need to install anything if you are using the cloud environments and all. Oracle Live SQL. Okay, Oracle Live SQL is having all the features. If you are installing the software, means that is trial versions, right? So those versions may not support all the features whatever you are having. Okay, but if you are using the Live SQL, no need to install, but still it will support all the features. But it is a session oriented. Till your session only, your objects will be there. Otherwise, it will vanish. Okay, after that. Okay, you can use it many days, no issue. For accessing the database, you can use any UI. Okay, that like SQL developer or Toad, or you can use command prompt also. That will be better. Command prompt and all. Once you install the software, Oracle software and all. Okay. Yeah, SQL Server. You can install any database. Okay, maybe some syntaxes will get changed, but actual topics will be same. Okay, some additional features will be there. Okay, for each and every. So just you can compare iPhone and China phone. So not China phone, even you can compare with Samsung. Okay, features will be, quality will be less, but Oracle quality will be more. That's it. But it will support all the features in all the places. Okay, that's why Oracle will be preferable. Otherwise, you can use any database. Okay, let's comes to the topic. Okay, create command. What I told, what we can do with create, we can create the any object. Okay, we can create the table, or we can create the view, create the user, anything we can do that one. Okay, let's write one table. Okay, create table, some tab underscore number. Okay, and here you have to pass the, see in the table name you should not have any special special characters will allow, but you should not have, it should not start with numbers and all. It should not contain any spaces. Okay, that is one rule. And you have to pass the column values first, or whatever you are passing, that is column name. And you have to pass the specific data type, which is whatever supporting by your database. Okay, let me create the table with some data types by using, okay, number data type, some b column as some char data type. Okay, I will restrict the length as some 10 characters. Okay, see, I can give varchar 2. You understood, right? What is the difference between char and varchar? It's a date column. Okay, like that you can create. Okay, just syntax is create table, table name, and you have to specify the columns along with your data types. Okay, next, how you can describe. Okay, describe means you want to see the structure, how it is there. Okay, what all the columns are there, what all the structures are there. Okay, table is created. Just you can go with describe. Des is the command. Okay, you can create that one. Okay, yeah, this is the command to see the structure. Describe. Okay, next, you can create the table by using some other things. Okay, once I will explain the select statement, I will show you how we can create the tables by using select statement. Okay, how we can copy the structure, that and all we can see. Some data in some databases, there will be a structure like create table. If you want to copy, if you want to create the table copy of the other table means, just you can use the create table, table name, like other table name, like that it will support. But Oracle will not support like that, but you can create in that manner. Okay, otherwise you can create one more thing, create table, table name as select star from, you can give the other table. It means if you want to create the table along with your data, okay, simply you can specify the as keyword. Okay, that I will explain after inserting the data and selecting the data. Okay, you can create by create the views. Okay, what is view, that I can explain later. Just for your time being, you can use, you can remember view means if you want to hide columns, if you want to give some security to the particular columns, or if you want to create on top of multiple tables. Okay, if you want to see the only specific columns from the multiple tables, then you have to create the view. Okay, create view, view name as is the keyword, that is syntax. Okay, completely. Next, whatever select statement you are having, that you can specify here. Okay, it will allow. Okay, create view, I will create on top of table view. Okay, table number name already exists. Okay, I am having the view name already. I will create say with the same table name only. Okay, view is created, already existed. Okay, you can use create or replace also. For few objects, it will allow to use the create or replace. Create or replace, what it will do, it will replace the your existing structure. Okay, next, if you want to create the user means create user, username, you have to specify the identified by. Okay, that is the keyword. This is the Balu is the password. Okay, like this you have to create. You can create any object. Okay, whenever we are explaining the each topic, okay, we can create the things or not, we can use that one. Okay, next, I want to modify the your existing structure, user table. Okay, I am having the table tab underscore November. This is having 4 columns. Okay, I want to add one more column for this one. How you can add? Okay, if you are using the create normally what you can do, you can drop the table or you can recreate the table. That is one way. But if you have any data, okay, if you don't want to lose the data, still you want to add the column, additional requirement came, I want to add one column. How you can do that one is by using alter command. Already I told you, right? If you want to operate any operations on existing physical structure, if you want to modify or if you want to add, Okay, then you have to go with alter command. Okay, if you want to add any object, okay, any additional sub object means, if you want to add the column, or if you want to add the default values, or if you want to add the constraint, okay, you have to go with alter plus add. Okay, so how we can do? Okay, let me explain only with the columns now, as of now. Okay, for each constraint topic I will add that one. For index column, index, I will explain that how we can do the alter index. Okay, so that and all will comes under for each topic. Just go time being, I will go with the only adding the columns and all. Okay, alter table name is this one. Okay, I want to add one extra column here. Okay, how I can add? Just you have to use the keyword called add keyword. You have to specify the sub object. Okay, now I am adding the column. Okay, you have to specify that one. Or if you are modifying that one means, you have to specify that one. If you are adding means, just here after that whatever you are specifying, that it will take by default. Okay, you have to specify the column name. Column name is, just let's assume I want to add department ID here. Okay, department ID, here you have to specify the that data type. Okay, which is not there, so that's why I'm adding. Okay, table is altered. Now go and check the table structure, it will be existing. Okay, see, you are added the department ID as a number. If you are adding the column, that will be comes end. Okay, are you clear? If you want to add multiple columns, okay, you can add that one by using same command. Okay, add department ID, just you have to specify the columns in the bracket. Okay, just I want to add department name. Okay, here you have to specify the character. Okay, data types. Okay, 10, and some department location I want to add. Okay, just you can specify the data type. You can add n number of columns at a time by using alter command. Table is altered. Now you can go with just check the structure. You will be having these are all the columns. Okay, department name and location with this one. Okay, are you clear? Next, by mistake I have created department name as character of 10. I want to create the, I don't want to waste my memory. I want to give, okay, restriction. Okay, whatever remaining memory whatever I am having, that I have to utilize. Okay, I want to change the data type. How I can change the data type? Okay, means already column is there, you are not adding any column. Okay, just I want to change the physical existing structure. Okay, just I want to change the column data type or default values, or I want to change the constraints. You have to go with the alter with modify. Okay, how I can do that one means, alter, syntax is alter table. You have to specify the table name, and next you have to go with the modify. Okay, modify. Okay, I want to change this data type. Okay, modify. Here where char of 10 is there, I want to change, increase the length, or I want to change the data type. You can do anything by using modify keyword. Okay, now see, table is altered. Now you can go and check your data length will get changed. Okay, see, your department name got increased till 100 characters, and I have changed the data type also. Okay, you can change the data type, you can change your length, you can rename that one. Okay, let's see one by one. I want to change the default values. How I can do that one? Okay, I want to give this transaction date, I want to give as a by default. If I'm not passing the value while doing the insertion, I want to make that value as a some today's date. How I can do? Okay, simply by using alter command. Okay, alter table name, and I want to use as a modify, and here I have to specify the transaction date. Okay, column name, and I want to make the default value. So how I can do that one? Just same thing, you can utilize this one. Okay, whatever columns you are having, just you can add that one. Okay, data types will be there. How you can define that one means default values. You have to specify the keyword default. Okay, default, I can specify the value as the data type. Say, value as the sysdata. Okay, it will allow. Table is altered. Now go and check. If you are not inserting the value for the default, this is date, sorry, transaction date, still it will take the your today's date. Okay, maybe it will not show in the your describing things. While doing the insertion, automatically data will be inserted. Okay, that you can specify your default values in the while creating the table also. Okay, here if you are specifying the default, that will allow. Okay, default value I want to give as a some 1001, that will allow. Okay, if you are not giving the value for the a column, by default it will take 1001, like that it will take. If you want to add that after creating the table means, you have to go with the alter with modify. Okay, next, I want to drop the column. I do by mistake I have added additional columns. That is B column. I don't want. How I can drop that one? Okay, just simply alter table. You have to go with. You have to specify the table name. Okay, simply you have to specify the drop column. Okay, B. Okay, just I am dropping the column. Actually, problem here is it is I am using the sys user. That's why it is not allowing to drop the any of the columns. But if I am using another other user means, I can able to drop. Okay, let me show you that one. Okay, I am using another user. Okay, let me add that one. Okay, table is created. I will drop. I want to drop that one. Okay, just you can copy that one and you can give that column. Okay, I want to drop the B column. You can drop. Okay, table is altered. Next, just describe that one. Describe this object. You can see the columns. Okay, B column is not there. Okay, that is the drop. Next, I want to rename that column. Okay, how I can rename? Okay, just you have to go with the alter table name. Rename you have to use. Okay, rename is a keyword. Rename column. Okay, old column name to new column name. Okay, let's see how we can rename that one. Come again once. Again this user. Okay, alter table name, that is this one, and I want to rename. Okay, you have to specify the keyword rename and you have to specify the column. And next, I want to change that column. Old column name is A. Okay, I want to change as the rename to. Okay, rename to new column name. I want to change that one as a EMP number. Okay, I want to change that one. Okay, let's see that you can able to change the column names. Okay, till now anybody have any doubts? Guys, everybody is clear, right? His job. Okay, now go and describe your table. Your table will be having this one. Okay, your column names and everything got changed now. Next, drop the table. Okay, drop the table means I told right. You can drop any object. Drop table, drop view. Okay, or drop procedure. You can do anything by using drop command. Syntax will be same. Just you have to specify the drop keyword and you have to specify the object type and you have to specify the table name. Okay. Normally in how it will here it is actually this is trial version. Uh, uh, Drop command how it will work now. How you are doing the delete. Okay, in your system. Okay, if you are deleting the file means it will be moving to the recycle bin. If you want to restore, you can restore. Okay, in that manner, you are doing the deletion from your system for the any files, right? Same way, drop command also will work for the on the objects. Okay, once you are dropping the table, it will be moved to the recycle bin. Okay, from that recycle bin, if you want to restore this, you have to go with flashback. Okay, means it will restore the table. Okay, if you are doing the purge, then only data that table will be permanently deleted, otherwise it will be there in recycle bin. Okay, if you want completely purge, okay, before drop, if you want flashback the table, means restore. Okay, purge table means permanently it will be deleted from your database. Okay, maybe it will not be existed in recycle bin also. Okay, if you want to delete the complete the records in the recycle complete all the objects, if you want to drop them, is you have to use the purge command. Okay, in trial version it won't work. I will show you in the this one trial version. Start coding now. Okay, let me create one create table, whatever I am having there. Yeah, so I am creating one table. Table is created. Let me show you how any records are there in the recycle bin. Recycle bin. Okay, as of now there is no records, no data found. Okay, let me drop the object. Drop, sorry, drop table, this one. Okay, now go and check the recycle bin. Table will be there. Okay, yeah, your table is there. It is dropped. Okay, what all the when it got dropped. Okay, so your session ID, everything will be coming here. Okay, I want to restore that one. How you can restore? Okay, by using flashback command. Okay, just you can go with flashback command, you can able to restore that one. Okay, you have to specify the your table where. Okay, now go and check, you will be restored. Okay, now go and check your statement again. Table will not be there. Okay, so now you can able to see the data in your database. Okay, now you can able to see describe the table will be existed now. Okay, see, it will be restored. I want to permanently drop the table. How I can do that one means, just you can do the purge. Okay, purge the table, it will be deleted permanently. Okay, purge the table, it will be permanently removed from your table. So how it will work, shift delete if you are doing means, how it will work, same way. Okay, purge the table. Object is not in recycle bin. Okay, it's already. See, after removing the table, if you want to remove that one means, you have to go with this option. Okay, after dropping the table, you can able to see this one. If you want to remove the data from recycle bin means, you have to go with the purge option. Okay, and one more is there. If you want to remove all the records from the recycle bins, just purge the recycle bin. Okay, are you clear? Drop command, how it will works internally. This is simple command. Drop table. Okay, drop object type, object name. Next, I will explain truncate. Okay, rename I will explain. Okay, I want to change the rename the table. How I can do? Okay, let me change this one. Okay, just you can change this one. Rename old table name to new table name. Okay, I want to rename as the EMP. Okay, simply you have to specify this is the command to rename the table. Okay, this already our object is existed. It's a, I will create table name as a object EMP November. Okay, the table is renamed. Now if you go and check this one, this will not be there. Okay, because it's permanently stored, permanently change that one. Okay, does not exist. Okay, now go and check this one, your new table here, it will be there. Till now anybody have any doubts? Okay, your table will be now onwards EMP NOV. Till now anybody have any doubts? Okay, yeah, tomorrow we'll start the DML. Okay, in DDL we are having only one is truncate, that I will explain after the completion of DML commands. Okay, I have covered DDL commands today. Just next tomorrow onwards we'll go little bit fast. Okay. Okay, we'll take 2 3 minutes break. After that, we can continue in Snowflake. Okay, session will be open.